कुञ्ज विहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनातीरवनचारी। यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनातीरवनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय गंधर्विका गिरिधारी गंधर्विका गिरिधारी गौर हरि। जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं यतो ययमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। क्या बोलो? नहीं नहीं, आप श्लोका लगा सकते हैं। So we are going to discuss the seventh canto of भगवत श्रीमद् भागवतम। मोबाइल पे नहीं शेयर कर सकते क्या? मोबाइल पे शेयर नहीं हो सकता? अच्छा। And the title, The Science of God, and third chapter, the title Hiraṇyakashipu's plan to become immortal. And today's verse is number 35. 7 canto, third chapter, verse number 35. So अपने अपने मोबाइल पे आप ओपन कर सकते हैं। गुड टू गो। यदि दासस्य अभिमतान्, यदि दासस्य अभिमतान् वरान् मे वरदोत्तम, वरान् मे वरदोत्तम भूते व्यस त्वद् वृषुष्टेव्यो, भूते व्यस्त्वद् वृषुष्टेव्यो मृत्युर्मा भून् मम प्रभो, मृत्युर्मा भून् मम प्रभो। यदि दासस्य अभिमतान् वरान् मे वरदोत्तम, भूते व्यस्त्वद् वृषुष्टेव्यो मृत्युर्मा भून् मम प्रभो। यदि दासस्य अभिमतान् वरान् मे वरदोत्तम, भूते व्यस्त्वद् वृषुष्टेव्यो मृत्युर्मा भून् मम प्रभो। So anyone can just try to repeat it. यदि दासस्य अभिमतान् वरान् मे वरदोत्तम, भूते व्यस्त्वद् विशिष्टेभ्यो मृत्युर्मा भून् मम प्रभो। यदि दासस्य अभिमतान् वरान् मे वरदोत्तम, भूतेभ्यस्त्वद्विशिष्टेभ्यो मृत्युर्मावुन्मम प्रभो। ठीक, जो हिरण्यकश्यप बोल रहा है वो हमें बार बार रिपीट नहीं करना चाहिए। इट्स ओके, जस्ट जोकिंग। ओके, यदि इफ दासस्य you will give abhimatan the desired varan benedictions me unto me varada uttama, O best of all benedictors। अब हिंदी में अनुवाद करना चाहते हैं क्या? भूतेभ्यो फ्रॉम लिविंग एंटिटीज, त्वत् by you, विशिष्टेभ्यो who are created, मृत्यु death, ma not, भूत let there be, mama my, प्रभो O my Lord, O my Lord, O best of the givers of benediction, if you will kindly grant me the benediction I desire, please let me not meet death from any of the living entities created by you। So आप पॉपट पढ़ेंगे हिंदी में या मैं पढ़ूँ इंग्लिश में? ठीक है। After being created from the novel of Garvadakshaya Vishnu, Lord Brahma, the original created living being, within the universe created many of different type of living entities to desire in this universe. Therefore, from the beginning of creation, the living entities were born of us superior living entities. Ultimately, Krishna is the supreme living being, the father of all others. Aham Bija Pradah Pita. He is the seed-giving father for all living entities. Thus far, Hiraṇyakaśipu has adored Lord Brahma as the adored Lord Brahma as the supreme personality of Godhead and has expected to become immortal by the benediction of Brahma. Now, however, having come to understand that even Lord Brahma is not immortal because at the end of the millennium, Lord Brahma will also die. Hiraṇyakashipu is very carefully asking him for benediction that will be almost as good as immortality. His first proposal is that he not be killed by any of the different forms of living entities created by Lord Brahma within this material world. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाक्षय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरद्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपतमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनशरणं परमानन्दं माधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं हरि ओं तस्य. So we can just please repeat this translation after me. O my Lord, O best of the givers of benediction. अब ओपन किए ना तो if you will kindly grant me the benediction I desire, please let me not meet death from any of living entities created by you. So, before beginning to speak anything on this transcendental subject matter of Srimad Bhagavatam, I feel my utter disqualification to speak in this matter. So I humbly and desperately beg for the beggings from all the Vaishnavas, devotees assembled here, so I can speak from my purification. So please bless. So we are reading chapter where Hiraṇyakaśipu is making grandiose plans to become immortal. So it's very interesting chapter because it's very relevant for us, for all material basis here in this world. So in this chapter, we have seen how long Hiraṇyakaśipu did tapasya for. How long he did tapasya for? 10,000 years. 10,000 years. And how he helped to perform? Because of his siddhis, or like because of this perfection in yogic siddhi. बहुत powerful था. He knows the yoga siddhi. Like in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, like there is a secret living, like how to live long. And in United States also, there is called what is that called? Harvard University. So they are nowadays researching all these things, like how to become, like researching very rigorously or extensively. So the primary researcher here is who? Hiraṇyakaśipu, Mr. Hiraṇyakaśipu. So they should recruit him actually. So actually Hiraṇyakaśipu perfected it. He lived for 10,000 years performing tapasya. He perfected it. Completely was unconscious of his own body, like because there were ant eating away his flesh. मतलब जब वो तपस्या कर रहा था तो चींटियां भी आके उनका मांस को झीन के लेके खा के जा रहे थे. एंड ही वाज नॉट ड्रिंकिंग वाटर आल्सो, ही वाज नॉट ईटिंग एनीथिंग. लाइक कैन यू इमेजिन, लाइक इवन असुरा हैड टू फॉलो द 4 regulative principles, like principle to reach perfection, like four regulative principle to reach perfection. So what to speak about devotees also. So he was following all 4 regulative principles for 10,000 years. He had to go get something out of this. Something he has to get, because he was doing all this tapasya and all, he has to get something out of it. So from verse 26 to 34, Lord Brahma finally appeared because the demigod went and prayed to him. To whom? To Brahma. That saying that this person is creating lot of turbulence, lot of disturbance. Why we know that out of that fire went off to the sky, and what happened? Because of his austerity. Because of his austerity, it's mentioned that even the stars, planets are falling down and all. So it's just so much heat he was giving. So Lord Brahma finally appeared and pleased by his tapasya. So And what Brahma did? He rectified his body. It said that Hiranyakashipu had nothing left on his body except skin and bones, because he was doing tapasya for 10,000 years. So it said nothing was there in this body. In that body there was only bones and what is that called? Skin and bones. So Brahma gave him healthy body as soon as he saw him, and as a benediction he gave. एक्चुअली ब्रह्मदेव उसको पहले कहाँ से ये साउंड आ रहा है, सो वो फिर लास्ट में देखे कि अरे देख दैट इज कॉल्ड आंट का जो, हाँ, तो कमंडलू से पानी निकल के दिए एंड ही गॉट ऑल दिस बॉडी बैक वट एवर इट वॉज बिफोर. So and then up to verse 34, he glorified Lord Brahma. He glorifies Lord Brahma as equivalent to the supreme personality of Godhead. He is glorifying Brahma, and he glorifies like, you are the supreme Lord. You have created so much energy. You have created so much energy, and this is all. This world is all your expansion. He is glorifying Brahma. Who glorifying? Hiraṇyakashipu. He is telling everything is manifested by your energy. And Srila Prabhupada says that all this glorification ultimately goes to whom? Krishna. It is said that all the glorification, like we are going to demigods also, worshipping all the demigods. So Shastra says it's all the, like worshipping whatever you are doing, it is goes to Krishna. For example, like here example in this sloka it is given, yadi dasasya abhimatan. Da means what? Da means give. Da means to give. Like Radha, da means to give. So yadi dasasya abhimatan baran me baradottama. Baradottama means what? You know, one of the Krishna temple is that Bharad temple. So it is like Bharadottama means only it addressing Krishna only. But here Hiranyakashipu addressing Brahma is telling yadi dasasya abhimatan bharadan me bharadottama. So he is glorifying Brahmaji, but the problem is that whatever he is glorifying in the past verses up to 34, it is true. All it is true. Whatever he is telling, it is true. But there is a scratch. What is that? Sorry, catch. What is that? That catch is that all of Brahma's powers and energies has a limit. What is that limit Brahma has? Brahma has the limit to create, to only belong to this creation only, limited by time, space, and these dimensions. Because we know that Brahma only know about his creation, but what is beyond the creation he don't know. What is beyond his creation? So there's multiple verses and all, multiple universes. So he limited to this creation only, and it's called limited by time, space, and dimensions. Because one fine day, even Brahma's body will be, what is that, snatched away. That will also taken away from his, because Brahma also not immortal. He will also die. It was written in a millennium, Brahma's body will also snatched away. So interestingly, in the last chapter, Hiranyakashipu speaks about lot of philosophy. He speaks lot of philosophy. Because Hiranyakashipu is the son of who? We know Hiranyakashipu is the son of Kashyapa Muni. And who is the son of Kashyapa? Who is the son of Kashyapa Muni? Father of Kashyapa Muni? Marich. Marich is the son of who? Lord Brahma. So what is Brahma relationship to Hiranyakashipu then? He is the great grandfather of uh, Brahma. Like Hiranyakashipu, sorry. Brahma is the great grandfather of Hiranyakashipu because in the relationship. So we see so that he is Brahmana. So by birth, by born, Hiranyakashipu is Brahmana. But like being born in Brahmana doesn't count, we know. That according to Shastra, he was, by nature, he was what? He was demonic by nature. So you understood if someone is by birth, he is Brahmana, we cannot consider him as a Brahmana. The nature supposed to like decide ki if he is Brahmana or not. That we are doing. Whatever we are performing, whatever achar we are doing, so that will decide if you are Brahmana, Sudra, Kshatriya and all. So that we know. So the first benediction that Hiranyakashipu asking is Mavun mam mrityur tvad vishtove bhutevya, means please let me not meet death from any of living entities created by you. This is the first benediction. Who is asking? Hiranyakashipu is asking. This is the first benediction. After like he did tapasya for 10,000 years and still what is his goal? Now why is asking this goal? Sorry? Why Hiranyakashipu is asking this goal? At the beginning of the chapter, if you just go back, Narad Muni speaks to Yudhishthira Maharaj. One second. See, Narada Vacha Hiranyakashipu Rajan Ajayam Ajara Maram Atmanam Prati Dwandam Ekarajam Vedhistita. So Narad Muni said to Maharaj Yudhishthira, the demonic king Hiranyakashipu wanted to unconquerable and free from old age and dwelling of the bodies. He wanted to gain all the yogic perfection like Anima and Laghima, to be deathless and to be the only king of the entire universe, including Brahmaloka. So that is his goal. So he started tapasya with this goal, Hiranyakashipu. So he wants to become unconquerable, free from old age. He doesn't want the body that ages. He wants to earn all the yogic perfection and to be deathless and the only king for the entire universe. He wanted to be the only king in entire universe. Even he wanted the position of Brahma. That is mentioned in this last verses also. So does it mean does it seems very similar, very familiar requirement for anyone? We can say, like all this, like who wants to be deathless? Who don't want to become old? Or he doesn't want to the body that ages? Who wants? Practically all of us. We don't want to die. We don't want to become old also. Don't want any disease and all. In one sense, it is our goal statement also. It is said. So what is Hiranyakashipu is asking? In fact, we are also asking for the same. This prayer, what Hiraṇyakaśipu is praying in these verses, it was valid during, I just relating to during COVID, Corona time. Na? So this prayer also we are praying, oh Lord, please save us from your living entity. Living entity means COVID-19 also was his living entity, like Hiraṇyakaśipu is now praying, oh Lord Brahma, please give the benediction. I should not killed by any of your living entities. So the same thing we were also that time we were praying. So please save me from your created living entities. So I was able to See, I am from a corporate background. I came from corporate background. So in the corporate background, in corporate world also, it is most of them want to be unconquerable. So all compete with each other. All compete with each other. Like all climbed up the ladder by getting the position of others or someone is higher. So looking at the boss also, he thinks if I sit in this seat, then everything will be fine. Everything will go smoothly. So he thinks like this. So then he fights, and day and night he started doing his all this hard work and all to get the position. And finally, he reached that. He got the position. So after reaching also, they will not happy. They will not happy. Why? Why they will not happy? Like now I'm the chairman of this, or like you can just say CEO of the company, some company. He'll be in anxiety about losing the position also. He will, he will have the fear, like endeavor to get it and endeavor to keep it. Like what he did, he endeavored to got the position, and now he's endeavored to keep it the position. The position should not taken by someone else. So that he will think like this. So and let's say the corporate world, so with all their endeavor, they don't realize what they are losing. So what they are losing? Huh? In corporate world, like let's suppose now you got the position. Now you will have lot of responsibilities to do and all. So what you will lose? Yes? Peace, rightly said. And it's more than their equal relevant requirement. If someone wants something, like more than the what is our requirement, if we want, those are it says as atyahara. Like it's very rare opportunity given by Lord, this human form of body, and we are just endeavoring something and very hardly, and it's called atyahara, and this is applicable. People endeavor a lot in this material world, so they lose their valuable human life. Eventually, whatever is what is that called? Whatever related to this body, whatever we are doing for this body and related to this body, achieved by this body, it will be snatched away at the end of our life. And everything material that was gained by this body will also snatched away. So one more thing, we may defeat something temporary. What is that called? Whatever we are endeavoring or whatever we are trying to get it, we may get it, but it is temporary. Like Hiraṇyakaśipu also got, he controlled all his senses while doing tapasya. He controlled all his senses. He control his senses, his skin, and his nose, legs, everything. Like he was controlling, 10,000 years he did tapasya. So he was there. So can we do for 10,000 years and control all the senses and all? So this is not possible. So but what he couldn't control? What he couldn't control? Mind. Very nicely. He couldn't control his mind. He couldn't control his mind. Like why we cannot control mind? Because mind is like always flickering, and he'll always he'll not always he will always try to what is that called? Control us. So I can remember one of my friends. So he got married after getting married. So now the time came, like it was a delivering timing. So he went and he did some insurance, like before, like he had all the insurance, death insurance, health insurance, like even travel insurance. He had all the insurance. So with this insurance, he got the facility that he will have a separate or what is that called, very premium or one bed. So there they will be there and they will given the children birth. So after all this, when he was very happy, and after all this, once he came, like he came out from the hospital, and from the hospital he got the bill. It was like 3 lakh something. Bill came. I said, why? Like I got all these things, and for it should be covered in insurance. So the insurance is covered for this bed only, not for these things. Like let's suppose say this mic is covered but not this stand. This paper is covered but this not writing is covered, like all these things. So because we don't, like he was telling, he went and asked, then why I paid for this insurance? So sir, all this term and condition is there, because term and condition is so long, so usually we are not reading and just clicking on that. And then see, even we are preparing for so many things, like getting ready for all these things, but the nature will give us very he'll give us a surprise. Like he'll, whatever you do, like there is an example, even though take example of Hiraṇyakaśipu. What he has, like he was a king, like everything he had, everything. And even he can control all the demigods and fire, because जब यज्ञ हो रहा था, like what we used to do, like Agnaya Namar Baya, something we are just putting. And he changed all the mantra, he'll tell only Hiraṇyakaśipayu Nama, because every demigod was under him. But the Lord gave him a surprise by, like kaise, like only by his son, everyone was controlled, but the son was not controlled, because when he asked son, what is the like what you have learned, who is your Vasipaper? He is telling, the only Vasipaper Lord is Vishnu. So in this, like even we have so much proud and all, Lord will break our proud by with very simple thing, by his son. So it is like we should prepare for death, not by afraid, by preparing very nicely, like this. One example, another call, Britrasur. We were reading Britrasur also. In that Britrasur was he was fighting with Indra, and he was telling, kill me, just what is why you are doing, like क्यों late हो रहा है, just kill me. I wanted to go back to Godhead, because he was prepared nicely entire day. If I'll die, I'll directly go to the Krishna Loka and solve there. He was prepared for the death. And even there is another example of Ambarish Maharaj, right? Ambarish Maharaj, while what is that, Sukracharya, sorry, ध्रुवासा मुनि. ध्रुवासा मुनि जब उनके सामने एक असुर प्रकट कर लिया, so he was not afraid. He was prepared. If this is what my Lord want, let be it. And he was not afraid. And he was just holding hand. He was just praying, Lord, if you want to be so it be happen. He was thinking like this. So like this, always a devotee should always be ready. So we should always ready, like When the exam will come, we don't know. So once exam will come, we have to give the exam. Like sometime exam, we don't know when the exam, but the exam will be near. Then we will be very happy. Arey, today is the exam. Like, what is our final exam, by the way? Like, for devotee, what is the final exam actually? Death. And what you have to write in that exam? Huh? You have to remember Krishna. So for that you have to be prepare for this final exam. So we have to always ready. So we have to prepare for death, not afraid of death. So actually a lot of things is there to share. Like Hiraṇyakaśipu did all these things, and that's why we should. Today also, what is this? Today is also disappearance anniversary of Sila Sanatan Goswami. So we should discuss little bit about his glories. So for purification, actually, I really wanted to hear from someone else. So today, so I was thinking if someone will give session today, I'll hear from Vaishnavas so about Sanatan Goswami. So we'll discuss about his glories. So the Sanatan Goswami. So the eldest of all the Goswamis, Sanatan Goswami was the eldest of all the Goswamis. He is known as the Sambandha Acharyas. So as he gave us the knowledge of Sambandha, Avidya and Prayojana. So what is Sambandha, Avidya, Prayojana? We know? Huh? Sambandha? We know? No? Prayojana? Prayojana is the goal. Avidya means the process. So we can just read from Adi Lila, 5th chapter, verse number 203. If you can just open in your mobile, it would be good. So we can just remember our acharyas by reading this. Adi Lila, chapter 5, verse number 203. Okay? So, Sanatana Kripaya Paino Bhaktira Siddhanta Sri Rupa Kripaya Paino Bhaktira Sa Prantha. By the mercy of Sanatan Goswami, I have learned the final conclusion of devotional service, and by the mercy, by the grace of Sri Rupa Goswami, I have tasted all highest nectar of devotional service. And the purport by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. We'll read this. Sri Sanatan Goswami Prabhu, the teacher of the science of devotional service, wrote several books, of which the Bruhad Bhagavatam is very famous. Anyone who wants to know about the subject matter of devotees, devotional service and Krishna must read this book. Sanatan Goswami also wrote a special commentary on the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, known as the Dasam Tippani, which is so excellent that by reading it one can understand very deeply the pastime of Krishna in his exchange of loving activities. Another famous book by Sanatan Goswami is the Hari Bhakti Vilas, which states the rules and regulation of all division of Vaishnava, namely Vaishnava householders, Vaishnava brahmacharis, Vaishnava Banaprastha, and Vaishnava sannyasis. This book was especially written, however, for Vaishnava householders. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami has described Sanatan Goswami in his prayer Bilapa Kusumanjali, verses 6. There he was expressed his obligation of Sanatan Goswami in the following words. Vairagya Yoga Bhakti Rasam Prayanitir Apyayan Mama Avipush Anandam. So we'll read the translation. I was unwilling to drink the nectar of devotion service processed by renunciation, but Sanatan Goswami, out of his causeless mercy, made me drink it, even though I was otherwise unable to do so. Therefore, he is an ocean of mercy. He is very compassionate to fallen soul like me, and thus it is my duty to offer my respectful obeisances unto his lotus feet. Krishna Dasa Kaviraj Goswami also, in the last section of the Chaitanya Charitamrita, specially mentioned the names of Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, and Srila Jiva Goswami, and offers his respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of these three spiritual masters, as well as Raghunath Das, as well as Raghunath Dasa. Srila Raghunath Dasa Goswami also accepted Sanatan Goswami as the teacher of the science of devotional service. Srila Rupa Goswami is also described as the Bhakti Rasacharya, or one who knows the essence of devotional service. His famous book Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is the science of devotional service, and by reading his book one can understand the meaning of devotional service. Another of his famous book is Ujjivala Nilamani. In this book, he elaborately explains the loving affair of transcendental activities of Lord Krishna and Radharani. So today called also Guru Purnima. In Vedic culture, this is considered that very important. Why? Because it is the appearance day of Srila Vyasadeva. And who is the original Guru of Guru? Because he is the one who he is the compiler of all the Vedas. However, for Gaudiya Vaishnava in Vrindavan, this day is very more special, because it is also the disappearance day of Srila Sanatan Goswami. So in fact, in Brajavasis, where we are not talking about Iskcon devotees, we are talking about general mass of Brajavasi there. So, thousands of Brajavasi now, like today's, in very good crowd, they will be doing parikrama of Govardhan, doing parikrama of Govardhan. So Srila, why? Because Srila Sanatan Goswami also was doing. So Srila Sanatan Goswami appeared in 1488, 5 years before Srila Rupa Goswami. In a it is called Sarvata Brahmana family in Bengal, he took birth. So Sanatan Goswami and his two brother Rupa and Anupama. Anupama were always absorbed in bhava bhakti and from early childhood. So remembering like Brindavan, they named a forest in which they played after Braja, 12 forest it's called. And unka favorite bathing place was Samakunda and Radhakunda. So in his youth time, what happened? Sila Sanatan Goswami he was sleeping that time. So he dreamed. A youth boy came in his dream and is telling a beautiful Brahmana boy gave him a Srimad Bhagavatam and feeling ecstatics awake like he was feeling and then he awake and he seeing nothing is there. So he felt sad. Ki, what happened? So when Sanatan Goswami began his puja in that altar in that morning, however, Krishna himself like disgusted as a beautiful Brahmana boy came and said, take this Srimad Bhagavatam Gita. He gave this, Srimad Bhagavatam, not Gita, Bhagavatam, and always study it and you will attain the perfection. So who gave? Krishna gave. So Sanatan Goswami accepted that Srimad Bhagavatam and he read it daily. It's long, like endless glories. I don't know from where to start, but I'll summarize and tell about Sanatan Goswami. So he was Sanatan Goswami was born in noble Brahmana family in Bengal, as I spoke. He was a brilliant scholar and served as a chief minister under the Muslim rural Nawab Hussain Shah. But his heart was always drawn or attached or attracted towards Krishna. So he gave up wealth, position, and comfort to surrender fully to whom? Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu also personally instructed him for 2 months in Banarasi, giving him the essence of all the tattvas in spiritual truth. And after the visit, even he got 3 instructions from what is that called? Mahaprabhu ordered Sila Rupa and Sanatan Goswami both to move Vrindavan and perform 4 services. What is that 4 services? One is uncover Sri Krishna pastime place. One. And the second one is install deities arranged for their puja. And compile Bhakti scriptures, all the Bhakti scriptures. And propagate the rural of devotional life. So this was the thing. So, in Vrindavan also, there are 3 Vrindavan deities like Madan Mohan, Govindji and Gopinath are the life and soul of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. So these 3 deities. So we will discuss a little bit about one Brahmana. He was worshipping whom? Mahadev. So this Brahmana was worshipping Mahadev, but his wife was very because he was very poor Brahmana. So his wife was like, you all the day you are worshipping Shiva, but you are not getting anything. And what is the use of all this and all? So you are getting so much pressure from his wife. So then he very attentively was worshipping Lord Shiva, and eventually Lord Shiva also appeared in front of him, and he said, you can ask me one boon. Whatever you will ask, I will give you. So he was like, he bewildered. So Lord Shiva appeared in front of me. Whatever I will give, he'll give. And he's asking, I have to ask only one boon. So he was thinking, what is that one boon I will ask? And he was thinking, if I'll ask something, it will, and then eventually it will end. So what should I ask? What should I ask? And very intelligently he's asking, he give me a boon, which is very wealthy, like most wealthy and from anything else. So I wanted that. So Sila, what that Brahmana, this Mahadev said, okay. But to claim that like boon, you have to go to Vrindavan, and there is a person named Sanatan Goswami, and you ask him, he will give. What is the most valuable things, and what is that biggest valuable things or most wealthy? So he went and he went and he asked, ki, and he saw, and then, this is the instruction from Mahadev. I wanted something most valuable things. So Sanatan Goswami said, okay. So there was a, that is touchstone, Chintamani. So it was there in garbage, some dustbin. There was so there is a Chintamani stone you can take and go away. And he was very happy. He told, Chintamani, and he was just going away by taking very happily, and he thought, wait a minute. If this is a very valuable thing from anything else, why this person throw it in near garbage? Maybe something else will be there, and he is not giving. And he went back to him and asked, this can't be the most valuable thing in the world. This can't be wealth. So what else is there with you? That I want, because that is my, like my Lord Mahadev said, I has to get something valuable thing from you. Then he said, if you really wanted, so you get ready with that, go and throw this stone to in the river Ganga. Then come back, I'll just give you. So he went and he like thrown out this stone, Chintamani. मेरा एक कॉल आ रहा है क्या? उधर से आ रहा है. So then Sanatan Goswami, what he gave, we all know that. Then he said, you go and take bath and come. And then he said, the most valuable thing is that he gave him the mantra, the Krishna mantra, that to chant, the Maha mantra, that is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is the glories, like Sanatan Goswami, Srila Sanatan Goswami gave very valuable things and perfectly and rightly. And like Srila Sanatan Goswami was also a servant of Rupa Goswami, not only Radha Madan Mohan, because of his brother, his big brother, and he was also considered him as a guru. So because, but his younger brother also Rupa Goswami, and with deep humility, and once seeing Rupa Goswami, like Rupa Goswami was fasting, and the body was deteriorated, like it was very bad condition. Then Rupa Goswami came and then said, hey, why you are doing all these things? You are the very dearmost to Krishna, so stop all this. Even Lord Krishna said once, we know that story that Sanatan Goswami was, his everyday task was, he will just do the parikrama of Govardhana all the time, all the days. So Krishna himself came in the dream and he was telling, Papa, so why you are doing all this? You became old. Now you just take rest. And no need to do anything for me. It's completely fine. Don't do all these things. Take rest. And he was replying, no, this is the only thing, like my everyday task, I cannot stop this. And by hearing this, Krishna pleased also. But Krishna was very merciful, so he gave him a Govardhan Sila, and said this, like you can just, if you do this parikrama, then it will be also considered as much as you are doing parikrama of me. So that Srila Sanatan Goswami accepted, and he did this also. Even Lord Sanatan Goswami is such a great devotee. Even Lord Shiva doesn't want to give up his association. So, you know, there is a Mahadev called Chakleshwar Mahadev near um, Govardhan, correct. So, what is that pastime of Chakleshwar Mahadev? Like during the pastime of Krishna lifting Govardhan, so it was raining. Like Indra was doing all this, throwing all these things and out of pride and all. So we know. So what Chakra was doing, he was making sure that everything else is clear and not a single drop of water should go inside the Govardhan. So at the end of the Leela, and he came and he was reciting in this there, and there Lord Shiva also there. So that is why it's called as the Chakleshwar Mahadev. So in detail we'll tell sometimes. So like this, so in that area, Sanatam Goswami went there and to do all this his activities, like all this devotional service, reading, writing books, and whatever all these activities, devotional service. But there was so much mosquito were there, so he was not able to focus on all these things. And then all of a sudden, and he was thinking in his mind, maybe the time is came, I should leave this place and go somewhere else. And he was preparing to leave that place, and the same he was sleeping there, and the next morning he will leave. And Mahadev came in in his dream and is telling, "Oh Sanatan, don't leave this place. Don't leave. So if this is the only thing, so from tomorrow onwards there will be no mosquito. There will be no mosquito. So you can do all your devotional activity here only." And this happened like by the arrangement of Lord Shiva. There was no mosquito, and he did all his devotional service there. So even if you go there now, it is said that there in that area there is no mosquito. So, so this is the glories of Srila Sanatana Goswami. So his glories is endless, but time is less. So we'll end this with. So, so you can just any correction or any question or any realization you can share. Prabhu? Prabhu. Even demon is doing tapasya to get benediction. Like he is doing all the four regulative principle. What to talk about devotees also? Like see, even though he is doing tapasya, all this yogic thing. One thing I forgot to mention. At the end, he is fearful of death. He is fearful of death. So we should know all this yogic power and all this yoga and all. It's not going to help us. What is going to help us? That is devotional service and the real knowledge. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. आप बताएं. श्रीमद् भागवत कथा श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय.